A tough first for the NFC teams. It's the coach. This is opening weekend on EA Sports. Coming up, the Rams begin what they hope is the run to another Super Bowl. But standing in their way, Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. I'll be back at halftime with a look at the other games going on. But first, we're off to Charlotte. Standing by, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage. The Panthers kicker, Graham Gano, set and ready to go as we are off from Charlotte. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018, drafted #1 overall the subsequent year, Kyler Murray. Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. And the offensive starters here for Los Angeles.
Obviously a tough test for this offense right out of the gate. Road game in game 1 of the new year. Conventional wisdom says, go slow, take care of the football. I think in this case, attack early and get the home team back on their heels.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Here's Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
So here are the Panthers now under head coach Ron Rivera. And they'll be led out by the NFL's most valuable player from 2015. It's Cam Newton.
There are a number of great quarterbacks in the NFL, but I have to believe that the prototype in terms of look has to be Cam Newton. That stature and frame, almost breathtaking when you see him in person. And now he's starting to put it all together with consistency in his game, throwing, running, leading.
Just a yard on the pick up there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And here now the offense for Carolina.
And last night we were discussing some of the changes they've made offensively during the offseason, and we know it helps for them to have the first game at home. Hopefully this crowd, which we saw coming in, they've been here for a while, ready to go. You and I should have joined the tailgates, that's for sure. They're going to give them plenty of encouragement. They'll try and ride that wave and get their first victory of the year.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, here's Newton. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The former Florida Gator, Jordan Scarlett, the rookie with a carry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a third and about 3 to go. A good chance this is 4 down territory if they're unable to convert. The right rush coming, and he's taken down. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
Yeah, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
On play action, it's Murray. They'll roll him out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Shaq tops it, making his presence felt on the sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
After the sack on first down, Murray. That'll be caught by Cup. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. You know, you wonder how the Rams' game plan in Super Bowl 53 might have been different with a healthy Cooper Kupp. He was injured on November 11th, torn ACL, out for the year. But he was on his way to a 1,000-yard season in his second NFL campaign. Had 566 yards in 8 games before the injury. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. Kyler Murray, a 1,000-yard rusher as a quarterback in his Heisman campaign at Oklahoma. He's got the first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. To try again after the sack, Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And the pressure gets to him again. Brian Burns able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
No score after one on EA Sports.
But
here we go on fourth down with Murray. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. On first down, Newton out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time
trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Eluding the pressure right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. And this is a guy straight out of college. They're not going to try to groom for a year or two. They want him to produce right away.
That's why they took him in the first round. They expect him to be a starter right away and a future all-pro. So they don't have any time to wait for him to come along. They want him to play right now to help this team.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Let's go, defense.
Oh, yeah, it got messy.
Murray. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trey Boston.
Yeah, after you done fucked up everything, right?
As he stopped at the 7-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Corey Littleton in to drop him behind the line for a loss of a yard. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Newton. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
54, Mike. 54, Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. Take it at the 37. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over.
Coming to you.
On first down, it's Gurley. Good move by Gurley. And he's taken down inside the 30.
I ain't dodging that. I ain't no ball.
So many
fuck
questions
you.
about Todd Gurley in the offseason.
Nah,
How
fuck
good
you.
is the knee? I mean, remember, he had
Bing! Oh! Oh, I'm fucking you up, nigga. I don't care if you're in a wheelchair or not, nigga. I'm fucking you up, bro. I'm beating your ass. I'm beating. I'm beating your ass, nigga. Fuck that. That nigga just hit me in the face with a monkey wrench.
They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Buying time to his left. And he's going to keep it here. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll
Oh, my nigga.
Here on this opening weekend. To throw, it's Murray. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. Cooper Kupp there to make the grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is, what, 3-to-1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
So that drive, 4 plays. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And shedding through the tackle. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
You can dodge traffic. You can dodge a ball.
Getting set to go.
Yeah.
But in this particular situation, he's your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance out at least 1 touchdown pass.
Yo, yeah. His aim is on point. Yo. Oh, man, bro.
Pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on the play
Nigga
sheet.
punch that nigga in his nut. Yo.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on fourth down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he goes away.
Man, she got to be a lesbian.
This is fielded at the 27. So we are at half. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down to 31.
Nigga put the pizza. Yeah.
You and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact.
Hey, nigga, what was you about to do with that, bro?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. A reminder, coming up later tonight, the Patriots unfurl their 6 banners. They play host to their rival Steelers. And then on Monday night, it's the one weekend of the year where you get 2 games to wrap up the week. Texans and Saints from New Orleans in the early game, then Broncos and Raiders. Vic Fangio's coaching debut and the Raiders' final season opener in Oakland. That's the late game, 10:30 Eastern. 33 yards that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Murray. Past the 20. They'll get this one to Cup, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Henderson now on 1st and 10. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. Todd Gurley standing by his lonesome in the backfield here, 2nd and goal. Murray now to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Brian Burns. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Forced out to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brian Burns able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal. Now brings up a decision on 4th down.
Zerline, of course, last year had likely the iconic field goal of the season, booting that 57-yard.
This big ass nigga
to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you really hurt the Saints fans on that one, didn't you? Sorry, they didn't want to hear that at all. This guy deserves his nicknames: Greg the Leg, Legatron, because the ball goes through the post at a heavy rate, 87% in 2018.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Fowler, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
Steps away to his left. He'll try and run it. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down. They fake the handoff. Now Murray sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Murray again, 2nd and 10.
Sure.
And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them, don't
They get
they?
a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes, going that fast, hesitations, of course, the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception.
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they're not able to convert on 4th down.
Right there.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh? Not at all. Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Trying to find the ball, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby.
I would have forfeited. Yeah, we got to forfeit, man. We got to forfeit, bro. It's over. I'm not going out there like this. Everybody going to laugh at us, man. We got to forfeit, man. I'm not going out there like this. We're going home.
Hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
We got to forfeit.
2nd and 5 now. Murray. Throw complete there. Rodgers. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Murray now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. On the toss, it's Gurley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. On 2nd and 15 now.
Oh, why you throw that so high?
Free safety, Trey Boston there to knock it away. These two teams squaring off here in week 1. You might remember they used to be in that old NFC West division together from 1995 to 2001. The Falcons, Saints, and 49ers were also in there with the Rams and Panthers. And the Panthers recently, they've dominated this series. They've won 6 of the last 7 against the Rams. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That's Luke Kuechly with a sack. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And Zerline's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
So now Newton and the Panthers down by 13. A minute 56 to go. They've yet to score all game long, but now they need to do so twice in short order. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There was a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going.
He's a fucking idiot.
Guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Coming off the pick 6, it's Newton. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Throwing again on second down. Newton. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. First and 10, Newton. And the tight end Olsen, right side. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back to throw, Newton. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. To throw again, Newton. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 18. Newton to throw. And he's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. Gano the extra point. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally. But here comes the onside kick. And the Rams have got it. And that should just about seal this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do
knock that nigga hat off his head.
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Bullseye!
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up second and 13. They run. It's Gurley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he'll take this one down near the 15. The former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop. So the LA Rams with a victory here. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for the Rams, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat.